And to see that this child is still lacking infant development is horrible. And apparently he's still drinking out of a bottle. But to know that this child cannot even sit up or walk on his own without any support is just terrible. We watched her in real time destroy this child while she was pregnant. The drinking, the smoking, the fighting, constant drama. For this to be your first child, your first pregnancy, and that's what you do to your baby. The type of destruction and disability she brought upon this baby is something he has to live with for the rest of his life.
Bro, like, I ain't scared of nobody. You can say whatever. You can say whatever. Real, you can say whatever. Got something to say, I'm gonna say it. Feel me? Like, you can say whatever. But I'm telling y'all, it's about to get real serious. And I think if I put this PSA out, is either gonna try to act like I ain't...
Chrisean Rock just acknowledged that the things that others have been noticing about Chrisean Jr. are accurate, so it appears that she is now having an uncomfortable taste of humble pie, even though she should have taken care of his health issues from the start and now requires assistance. Chrisean is still unwilling to acknowledge that she may be involved due with her son's present difficulties, since there are claims that she is experiencing guilt issues and has turned to church for guidance and support. She has also been discussing her co-baby mama, Jaden Alexis, with Blueface's mother, Clarissa, in the hopes that things would improve and that her son will be able to connect with his siblings and have a true family.
Or whatever medical professionals at the time of his birth, they had stated that he would need medical treatment like surgery, steroid injections, etc. in order for him to start developing properly. For me, on the outside looking in, I seen that baby when he was born and I see him now, and his health has not been addressed.
The politeness approach. The ridiculous thing about it all is that Cash has been denying for months that her son could need help, despite supporters' cries for her to concentrate on what is right in front of her. Some of her friends and those with knowledge of the situation who have seen Chrisean Jr. say he isn't reaching those milestones as he should. They couldn't help but draw comparisons between him and Halo, a nearly 2-year-old who, thanks to his lovely little personality, has become everyone's favorite online nephew. People saw Chrisean give birth live on Instagram, and her child was constantly there or nearby. At that time, people began to observe that he lacked good hand-eye coordination and head movement. But what really got people talking was his tears during Chrisean's live defense of her Blueface tattoo. It sounded like the wailing of a dying cat. When she found out, worried admirers started contacting her, urging her to take her baby to the doctor right away. However, Chrisean largely disregarded the comments, posing as if they were hate-mongers attempting to destroy her joy as a new mother. She continued posting videos of herself and her son, insisting that there was nothing wrong with him and that others were simply projecting things onto him.
Y'all don't know nothing about God, and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest. But I like this shit, bro. You know why? Because all the glory to God, bro. Like, that could be looking real.
But no one was letting up on Cash because she had a history of binge drinking and going out while pregnant. She reportedly sobbed and went for an ultrasound at 5 months after her doctor informed her that she was too far along to end the pregnancy.
Face, that's the lower lip, upper lip.
Whoa.
You are 20 weeks pregnant.
Was it too late?
Yeah, it's too late.
Wow, I'm not...
That wasn't all, though, because fans began examining Cash's films more thoroughly and found that he possessed the majority of the physical characteristics linked to fetal alcohol syndrome. According to internet medical professionals, Chrisean's son had all the outward signs of fetal alcohol syndrome: a flat mid-face, small corner-folded eyes, extra-large, low-set ears, and a very small skull. The high-pitched cries you heard in these recordings might have been from infants going through alcohol withdrawal. Others have also noted that his pupils appear white rather than red in photos of him, which may indicate a visual impairment. explain why he hadn't been reaching for food or anything else that was put in front of him until Chrisean put it right in front of him so he couldn't miss it. We had never witnessed him walk, talk, hold a spoon, laugh, or do anything else that a 1-year-old knocking on 2 should be able to accomplish. As the criticism mounted, Chrisean said she was only defending her son's privacy when she progressively removed him off the internet. However, since then, Chrisean has been attending church more frequently and is bringing her son along. So this is one of the few times that people have had the opportunity to see him in that way. Despite this, fans soon pointed out that not much has changed. I understand that she won't be the first or last to have a child with special needs. But what troubles people the most is that she might have contributed to it by acting in a certain way during her pregnancy. And now she's hoping for a miracle to change these things. Since Chrisean Jr. has changed since we last saw him, all of the nonsense about her wanting to give him some peace was just an excuse for others to avoid her and absolve her of responsibility. Keep in mind that he will turn 2 in a few months.
We all in agreement now that it's a lot of things that this baby is going to be suffering from or hindered doing because of the shit Chrisean was doing while she was pregnant. Drinking, smoking, partying. And to be quite honest with y'all, I think what make it worse and what make everybody more mad at Chrisean is the fact that, one, she still denies it. Not just leave it alone. She denies that she did anything wrong while pregnant. On top of, it doesn't seem like seeking any help.
Given that she returned and made an effort to get him the attention and support he required for a considerable amount of time, it's probable that Chrisean's she had handled things improperly. Chrisean had a falling out with Blueface's mother, Clarissa, as well as Blueface's other child, Jaden Alexis. Since Chrisean became pregnant while Jaden and Blueface were still dating, Mama understands that she needs an entire village and support system to help raise her child. As a result, she is pleading with them to set aside their disagreements so their son can have his family.
I'm sorry, Jaden. I'm sorry. Who else? I apologize to that whole side of people. I'm just sorry because I really care about my son, bro. And I know he'll be thriving better with his siblings too. And Carlos, you got me blocked on Instagram, so I can't follow you. But girl, you could come get your grandson for when he come home in August, so he'll have all his kids there. I literally want to take myself out of the situation and then just receive whatever God has in store and what purpose he has for this whole thing to work out.
Nevertheless, others still contend that she should own up to her mistakes rather than continuing to pretend she was inexperienced. Even after all of her attempts to make things right for Chrisean Jr., her hospital stay, the way she bent the baby's back, and the fact that she missed his operation all make it clear that she doesn't care about the child. Every time I see Chrisean Rock's son, I wish he would come to double hockey sticks like yesterday. The fury, do you think Kay will ever take accountability for her actions throughout her pregnancy? Please remember to like and subscribe and feel free to leave a comment below since there will be more videos in the future. In the next one, I'll see you. She suffers a lot behind closed doors and is, I believe, aware that she is too responsible for his failures. But she refuses to face the reality since she knows she is at fault. Berries.